Mike's Daily Podcast.
So apparently, a lot of people get notifications for this podcast through various means because I'm all over the place.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
But not that many people listen to it. That's okay. I understand you're a busy woman or man. Or, I don't know where you stand on the spectrum of gender. I'm not going to get into that because that's not part of the song, and the song's over. It consisted of those lyrics.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
Someone full of sarcasm that I really enjoyed was Norm Macdonald. It was so sad to hear about his passing.
Mike's
what is going on?
Daily
I can't stand it
Podcast.
when comedians pass on. Didn't say his name. I always get his name wrong. But the one that talks about the donuts, buying a donut, and the guy says, "Do you want a receipt?" And he said, "No, we need not bring paper into this interaction." That would be Mitch Hedberg. I apologize. Hey, yours truly just got a text. This is exciting in every possible way. By the way, you can call me 336MM Daily. 3 + 3 = 6. MM as in Mike Matthews. Daily isn't what this podcast is. Hang on. Because I am an operations manager, occasionally I have to manage. And now I have to do that. Excuse me.
Later that day.
Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Nobody worry about anything. We're okay. So, what I have discovered is... Oh, by the way, I had a wonderful... Midberg is who it was. Died much too young. Only 37. Yikes. He was so funny. All right, back to you. Thanks for listening to the podcast yesterday. I went to the beach. It was very wonderful. I'll post a podcast picture from that because this person's going to say...
And here's today's podcast picture.
And the podcast picture for y'all that don't know is that thing that you'll see occasionally with your podcast. If you're listening to Mike's Daily Podcast, you'll see a little picture. And that is what... If you don't see it, go to MikesDailyPodcast.com and you'll see it there. But we went to Half Moon Bay, my lovely lady friend and I. It was so nice to take a day off and watch the waves crash and feel the sand between my toes and then go, gosh, where the sand gets everywhere. How do I get rid of the sand? I know, Basil the boxer. And he would go to this beach with my lovely lady friend and I, the late great Basil the boxer, and such a beautiful spot. And he enjoyed it. So we, of course, remembered him and honored him yesterday as we were enjoying the beach. Hey, the question I have for you, Mike Matthews has for you, is about waking up early. It's not easy. I have to do it coming up very soon because of aforementioned manager, and have to fill in for someone who's getting married, which is excellent. Congratulations. Lots of people getting married this month. Did you know? Because of coronavirus and because it's the end of the summer and people last minute getting married and enjoying the good weather. What's left of it. Although it is starting to get very chilly here in the Bay Area. But what are the best ways? Ways to wake up early and be energized and be all set to go. Here are some tips for you. Have an intentional nighttime routine. Waking up feeling refreshed and energized begins with your habits the night before. Build an intentional nighttime routine that helps you relax and sets you up for sleep. Take a few minutes to prepare for the next day. Laying out clothes to wear or having your workout gear ready to go if you plan to hit the gym. Maybe make a little list. Go, oh, okay, I need to remember this, I need to remember that, I need to remember that. Because when you wake up in the morning, you will not remember any of this. The first thing your brain is going to go is, oh, I'm up. I got to get going. So if you write it out ahead of time, that way you're not thinking about it while you're lying in bed. This here from entrepreneur.com says, take a minute to tidy up before bed. Maybe nothing is quite as demotivating as waking up to a sink full of dirty dishes. I hate that. Let's just say, though, some people I know that are at my house don't necessarily agree with that. Make your bedtime thoughts positive ones. Before you go to sleep, tell yourself that you're going to wake up feeling refreshed and that you're looking forward to tomorrow. Go to bed with positive thoughts about the next day. So you program yourself to wake up feeling happy and energized. Your first thoughts in the morning often reflect the last thoughts you had before falling asleep. Bedtime rituals are habits that signal to your brain that it's time for bed. This should include small calming activities that quiet your mind and allow you to wind down. They might include making up a cup of chamomile tea or reading a book before sleep. Does tea... I thought tea wakes you up. I guess chamomile does not. Unplug and decompress. They say you should put the phone away. That you should not look at the phone at all anytime before you go to sleep. Develop a consistent sleep schedule, because if you're changing it and sleeping in and you're trying to give it, your body can't deal with that. Have a positive morning ritual. Many successful people and high achievers are early birds who get a ton done before most people have ever taken their first sip of coffee. It's not just about waking up early, it's about having a morning ritual that will help you create the life you truly want to live. So keep that in mind. Don't hit the snooze button. Our beds feel so cozy and it's easy to want to doze a few more minutes, but hitting the snooze signals that you're not ready for your day. You rob yourself of waking with a sense of purpose. As we go outside a cafe anyway, we bring you Mike's Daily Podcast somewhere in Podcastro Valley, Mont, the last place on earth. Wake up determined each day. Treat every morning like it's Christmas. You remember when you were a kid and how much you loved Christmas? Christmas morning? Woo! Try placebo sleep. It's hard to get energized if you wake up feeling cranky. You do this to yourself when you constantly tell yourself you're exhausted. Try some placebo sleep for a quick pick-me-up. Tell yourself you feel well-rested and that you're energized and ready to go. Your mind will follow suit. I guess what they're trying to say is fake yourself out that you've actually had more sleep than you've had, huh? I thought that's what coffee was for. Move your alarm clock across the room. I used to do that, so you have to physically get up. Oh my gosh. I totally remember. I had to get up really early for a flight. That's right. That's back when I was interviewing for a job in Colorado Springs. And I remember I put the phone, because I had the alarm go off on my phone. And then I had another alarm in case I forgot that one. Or I slept, or that other one didn't work. And it was across the room and I had to get up to... Wow, what an interesting thought. Yes, I don't like alarms at all. I try and wake up naturally. That's not very safe, though. Start small. Keep your morning routine short and easy to accomplish. Stack your habits. Comes down to having followed by a reward. Make sure you build your morning routine in such a way that you're consistently creating a positive day for yourself. Your routine should not only be about getting ready, it should be about building you up for your day. I think that's what they mean by stacking your habits. Building your habits basically comes down to having a cue to do something followed by a routine. Interesting. And create peace and calm in your morning. We're outside a cafe anyway, somewhere in Podcastro Valley, the last place on earth. And look, who is here right now? Hello, Michael Master. It's Madame Rootabega. You went to the beach? Yes, it was a lot of fun. In fact, somebody was asking about you. Do you have a lot of people that ask about you? Yes. Do you enjoy going to the beach? Yes. Did you not vote on Tuesday? No. Good. You should have voted. And apparently it was, as people predicted, Gavin got past the recall, which is interesting because the last recall didn't go so well for the governor in charge. And then there was this Arnold Schwarzenegger. But that didn't quite happen for Larry Elder, did it? Oh, well, Larry. What next, Larry? Once you've opened the... Now, see, I don't know. How many talk show hosts, radio talk show hosts, have made it on to getting into office, becoming a politician? I mean, Rush Limbaugh was on the air all those years. Did he ever run for office? I think he threatened to. I don't remember him actually running for office. But it's kind of tough to actually... I mean, most talk show hosts know it's one thing to say all this stuff about how government should be, but to actually be in government and do it. Donald Trump did it. I don't know if it's going to be as easy for the next person. So, anyway, Larry will be in Fremont in a couple of weeks. So, perhaps yours truly will get to talk to him about that. We'll see. But look who else is here.
Hello there, Mike. This is Valentino, the parking attendant.
And this is Bison Bentley. Do not!
Mike, you forgot the most important thing there about waking up early in the morning day.
What is that? Oh, Valentino.
You should keep your mornings light on electronics day.
Yeah, electronics. Do not! Ah, yes. This article from entrepreneur.com suggested keeping your phone out of your room. That is, your smartphone, your cell phone. Keep it out of your room and you won't be tempted to check email or social media first thing in the morning. Yours truly cannot do that because it's let's just say stuff happens in the morning. And I am oftentimes the only person who can fix things that happen in the morning at my job. So it's actually my doctor did tell me you should take your phone out of the bedroom, because doing this helps keep stress and anxiety from invading your morning. Don't distract yourself by starting your day responding to other people's needs. Start your day on your terms. Oh, if I could do that, that would be so wonderful. But that is exactly not... how many of us can actually do that? Starting the day on your terms. Something to think about. Next show, it'll be the wonderful Chely Shoehart, Floyd the Floorman, and John Deere the Engineer. That's right. You can tell me what you think about any of this. Call me 336MM Daily. 3 + 3 = 6. MM as in Mike Matthews Daily, as in what this podcast has not been. I've been interrupted a couple of times. I had a day off from, life and stuff. So, kind of got off the daily podcast thingy. But, hey, a new study just came out today that podcast listeners, they only listen a couple times a month anyway. So, if this is a daily podcast, who's actually, that's what do they know, right? Yeah. Okay, take us out, Avery.
Mike's Daily Podcast is written and produced and performed by Mike Matthews. His podcast is super easy to find. Download or listen to his show and read his blog at MikesDailyPodcast.com. Email Mike now at MikesDailyPodcast@gmail.com. See you tomorrow. Bye!